that's going through our digestive tract. And the whole while through there, because of our crazy amount of surface area, we're absorbing nutrients and materials that we're going to process and use to build more meat. This is going to enter through the hepatic portal vein, right? Once we get into the hepatic portal vein, this thing's going to start splitting and bifurcating like crazy. And over here, we have a branch of the hepatic portal vein, which is bringing blood back from the cells of the digestive tract. So it's very low in oxygen, but rich in nutrients. This blood is going to be emptied into this tunnel-like network known as sinusoids. And in here, we're going to have surrounding tissues or cells of the liver known as hepatocytes. There's also going to be, what you can't really see over here, but you can over here, some macrophage-like cells. And what did macrophages do? They eat. They phagocytize. They are large eater, macrophages. As we travel as blood through these sinusoids, we're being filtered, we're being cleaned, we're extracting things like fat-soluble vitamins, right? We're filtering out some red blood cells that are just old, and we come to what's known as a central vein, much cleaner than how we entered. Now, because these cells of the liver, or hepatocytes, just like all of your other cells, need oxygen, we have this as well, a hepatic artery, which is joining up with the hepatic portal vein, as well as various areas of the sinusoids, ensuring that these cells get the oxygen that they need as well, because they have a lot of work to do. When we get to the central vein, it's going to join up with other central veins of other liver lobules and wind up forming the hepatic veins. You can see one here, probably another one buried down here, and these hepatic veins are going to empty the cleaned blood back into the inferior vena cava, which makes its way to the rest of the body. Now, also in here, these cells will go on to produce bile. And that bile gets transported in the direction opposite of blood flow through these tiny vessels known as bile canaliculi, and is collected by a bile collecting duct. And this bile collecting duct is going to exit the liver here at the hepatic ducts, turn into the cystic duct, and go to the gallbladder, where it's stored and concentrated until that gallbladder needs to contract. Remember, it was CCK that aided in gallbladder contraction. Upon contraction, we exit via the cystic duct, make a different turn into the common bile duct. And here we're going to make our way out to the duodenum, right? The beginning of the small intestine. And we're actually going to meet up, wish I had that other model, with the pancreatic duct at an area known as the hepatic pancreatic ampulla. Exit into the duodenum at this bump in there known as the major duodenal papilla. Now this hepatic pancreatic ampulla, composed of the pancreatic duct and the common bile duct, they have to go through a sphincter muscle. That sphincter muscle is known as the sphincter of Oddi, so that we have pancreatic juices, remember, rich in sodium bicarbonate, because what comes before the duodenum? The stomach. What can you tell me about the stomach? Acidic. And we have to counteract that acidity with that sodium bicarbonate, causing it to be neutralized so we don't self-digest. That's pretty much what I got for this